Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another video for Ghost of Tsushima, and in this one I want to give you a quick trophy guide on how to get the Honor the Unseen trophy. This is one of the few things that is location based but is not put on your map. For the majority of this game, most things are just marked on your map. Pillars of Honor, Inari shrines, other shrines, bamboo strikes, all that kind of stuff. But as you've been exploring the world, you might have seen these bowing signs. And if you swipe down on your touchpad, Jin will bow in-game. However, there is nothing to track these in the menu, so you can't see if you've got any progress, if you found them all. However, there is a trophy tied to them. You only need to find 10 of them, you don't need to bow at 10 of them, but if you want to get all your trophies, then you're going to need to do this. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys where to find 10 of these needed for the Honor the Unseen trophy. We are again going to start by map section, so we're going to start down in Ihara, and for this one we're going to be going to the middle of the map to Tadayori's Rest. This one is super simple, fast travel to there, and you can literally walk right in front of you and you'll see this small shrine. If you bow by it, you will then have some purple leaves encircle you. Typically, if you want to know if you've done this correctly and if you're in the right position, there will be some kind of effect that will happen, so if you don't see it, you need to kind of adjust yourself and bow again. But as you can see, purple flowers means you've done this one correctly. Moving on from there to location number 2, if you go over to the Komatsu Forge, again down on Ihara, and you want to go to, in fact when you fast travel to this location, it drops you right here, and if you then turn around behind you, there is a small cemetery. If you run up the pathway and turn right, there is a sort of big central structure, and if you go up the stairs here and bow, this one is actually quite subtle, but if you've done it correctly, a bird will land on the central structure. So as you can see to begin with, I got it wrong, moved forward a little bit, and you can see the bird flew in and landed down on the stone. For the third one, we're going to be going over to the middle of the map, up by that river. We're going to the Kechi fishing village, and if you go and fast travel to that location, and you then go and run down to the docks, or kind of just where the wood planks are that overlook the lake, and you then go and stand by the sign and you bow, you will see the fish come out of the water. That is your sign you've done it correctly. For the next one, we're going to be going over to the west side of the map to the Kashin Hills. If you go over there to where you see the house, you'll see there is a little pond over there with a tree by it. If you go and stand right by the tree, just in front of the sign, and you bow there, you will then have some fireflies that fly around you. Following on from there, we're then going over to the east side of the map to Uhh Crossroad, and if you teleport to this one, again fast travel, it will drop you just in front of the crossroads. If you walk forward and go to the right, there is again another cemetery, and if you go up the stairs to the very end, you can bow there, and again you will then have some more fireflies that will fly around you. Moving on from there, going to the very north of Ihara. This one is actually my favourite one, just purely for the effect that you get. But if you go to the Pillar of Honor, which is right at the edge of this beach, and you then bow there, a load of crabs will come out of the ground. Now, going further north, we're now going up to Toyo Tama, the middle of the island, and for this one, we'll be going over to just near Stone Mire Lookout. If you then fast travel to there and go over to the lake, you will see again there is some decking, sort of like a wooden veranda, which overlooks the lake, and you can then go over there and bow, and once again, fish will come out of the lake. You can see that this one for me was actually the 10th one, so I got my trophy. Following on from there, very nearby, if you go over to the west a little bit more, to the actual Pillar of Honor, fast travel to this one, incredibly simple, fast travel to the pillar, go and stand by it and bow, and you will then get some red dragonflies that fly around you. After that, if you go to the bottom left-hand corner of Toyo Tama to Umugi Cove, and you then go over to the river, basically where all the guys are fishing normally, and you walk across the decking, you will then again get to one of those signs that you can bow at, and fish will once again swim in the lake, or jump out the lake, or whatever you want to however you want to describe it. And then finally, for the very last one, this one is further north from our previous location to Omi Village. You want to go down to Omi Lake, and then basically go over and you'll find a couple of fishermen sitting by the side of the sign. Once again, if it's a lake and you bow by it, fish will jump out the lake, and that is your 10th sign. Now keep in mind, there are more of these around the world. You don't have to do these 10, but these are just the easiest 10 that I kind of have from memory. Of course, most of them can be done in the bottom portion of the map, but provided you have bowed at 10 of these and got a reaction, you will then get your trophy. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. As always, if you have any more questions, by all means let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to keep it locked for, again, even more Tsushima content. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there if you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with. It's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.